Recently, I rather stumbled upon an article by Dr. Roger Barrier. It was on crosswalk.com. Someone had written him a question. They said, "We want to be cremated, but our relatives are telling us that's not according to God's plan. Is cremation wrong?" Dr. Barrier pointed out correctly that the Bible doesn't say what to do with the body after death. If you want to bury, bury. If you want to cremate, cremate. 1 Samuel chapter 31 tells the story of the death of Saul and his sons at the hands of the Philistines. The Philistines felt like they had a major trophy. They cut off their heads and carried them around, nailed their bodies to the wall at Bethshan. When the men of Jabesh Gilead found out about those bodies being nailed to a wall, they went through the night, recovered those bodies, brought them back to Jabesh, and burned them there. Any way you look at that, it's cremation. Had the bodies been desecrated by the Philistines? Yes. Still, they cremated those bodies and then buried the bones. On the other hand, I think of Abraham. When his beloved Sarah died, he said, "Give me a burying place that I may bury my dead out of my sight." I think of how that Lennon's body has been preserved. It's behind some kind of glass so that people can go and see it if indeed they want to. The Egyptians wrapped up those bodies with proper preservations and kept the mummies for years. I hope that Christians have a little different view of the body. I've heard some people ask, well, if cremation's okay, then what happens at resurrection? How will there be a body? I think if the Lord made us in the first place, He can make sure the body's there at the resurrection. Just think about someone who's blown up in a war. There's nothing left of them, and yet they will be there. I also suggest that some of these questions may be too much. Oh, I'm not against any question, and whatever the Bible says, we need to know. If it said something about cremation, then we would need to know that. But when the Apostle Paul was talking about the resurrection, he said some people will ask, what kind of body will we have? He said, such questions are not wise. Now, right after saying that, he went on to talk about the resurrection and let us know what we should know. Still, I understand that the vast bulk of the New Testament deals with our faith, our daily living. Oh, it tells us some things about death, some things about the resurrection, and some things about the judgment. Still, the vast bulk of the New Testament deals with our daily living. Doesn't it seem to you that that's where our major emphasis ought to be? So ask a question about cremation or anything else, but be sure to get back quickly to the matter of faith and the daily walk with the Lord. So today, I hope you have a good day serving the Lord.